Success does not just raise your income, it rearranges your position in every room you enter. When your income rises, the room recalculates you. Some people grow polite, others grow distant. The balance shifts quietly. No one announces it, yet you feel it before anyone says a word. Earning more does not only change lifestyle, it changes hierarchy. Every group operates on an invisible structure. When one person moves up financially, the structure must adjust. Someone gains relative authority, someone loses relative comfort. The recalibration is subtle. Invitations change tone. Advice becomes slightly corrective. Compliments carry comparison inside them. You are treated with more respect and less ease at the same time. Stability signals power. Power shifts attention. Attention creates threat, so the room adapts. Some people align upward towards you, others create distance to protect their own standing. You begin to notice pauses before jokes land. You notice glances exchanged after you speak. You sense that your success now enters the room before you do. Financial growth increases visibility. Visibility increases social risk. Your body knows that standing out changes group dynamics. In early environments, difference often meant danger. The one who stood above others became a target. The one who disrupted balance faced correction. So when your financial position climbs, your system prepares for impact. You may feel tension before sharing progress. You may downplay upgrades to reduce attention. Your heart rate can shift during conversations about money, not from fear of loss, from fear of separation. The nervous system equates belonging with safety. If success threatens belonging, it treats success as risk. You hesitate before offering strong opinions. You soften certainty to avoid appearing elevated. This is not humility in a pure sense, it's threat management. Your body reduces dominance signals. It increases approachability signals. It tries to lower perceived distance. Financial growth widens the gap between you. Your body tries to close it, even if shrinking costs you authority. Over time, this vigilance becomes exhausting. You monitor tone. You monitor how long you speak about work. You track reactions after you mention income. A pause can feel loaded. A neutral response can feel like judgment. Your system scans for threat signals even when none are present. The higher you rise, the more alert you become to subtle shifts in social temperature. At some point, this stops feeling external. It becomes internal conflict. If your income rises beyond your family's history, you cross an invisible line. You are no longer fully aligned with your origin. Pride lifts you upward, guilt pulls you back down. If those close to you remain where you once were, your growth creates contrast. Contrast creates discomfort, not always spoken, often felt. You shrink around old friends. You hesitate before expressing ambition. You dilute certainty to soften impact. Part of you fears being perceived as changed. Changed means distant. Distant means disloyal. So you regulate success to preserve attachment. You frame progress as temporary. You present upgrades as circumstantial. You emphasize struggle over stability. Identity protects belonging. If rising too far threatens connection, your system slows expansion. You hover between worlds. Around higher earners, you may feel behind. Around your past, you may feel ahead. In both spaces, you feel slightly misplaced. That instability keeps you cautious. You avoid fully claiming either position. Underneath this conflict, specific mechanisms lock the pattern in place. Loss aversion makes you fear losing connection more than gaining status. Present bias favors immediate harmony over long-term authority. Guilt loops reinforce restraint. Money dysmorphia distorts perception of your position. Even as your income rises, you may still feel financially fragile. That feeling leaks into posture. It softens tone. Others sense the hesitation. They respond accordingly. Identity ceilings operate quietly. If your self-image caps at a certain level, sustained success feels unfamiliar. You unconsciously reduce visibility to restore emotional balance. These mechanisms stack and reinforce each other. The room reads the composite signal. Your income elevates you financially, yet your behavior preserves old rank. The recalculation stalls. You remain halfway repositioned, visible enough to trigger comparison, restrained enough to avoid full authority. Over time, your behavior narrows further. You filter ambition before it becomes visible. You hesitate to pursue opportunities that would widen the gap. You downplay advantages to remain relatable. You choose roles that keep you central, but not dominant. Conversations become measured. Wins are delivered with disclaimers. Authority is softened with humor. You preempt criticism before it appears. Adjustment becomes habit. Habit becomes identity. People relate to the moderated version of you. They expect the tempered tone. They rely on your restraint. You remain acceptable rather than powerful, stable rather than leading, included rather than elevated. Eventually, the group no longer needs to correct you. You have already corrected yourself. The ceiling lowers quietly, not imposed from above, maintained from within. Success changes your income. It does not automatically change how much power you allow yourself to hold. Here's the part few people admit. Success does not only elevate you, it isolates you in subtle ways. When your income rises, the group recalculates. Some lean closer, others step back. Some test your humility, others test your boundaries. The structure adjusts whether you acknowledge it or not. The room cannot unsee your rise. You cannot fully return to who you were. The question is not whether success rearranges social rank. The question is whether you will continue shrinking to protect connection or allow your position to change the room the way it has already changed you.